one's here!
This is La Playa de los Genoveses. In 1147, Alfonso VII, the king of Leon and Castile, sent troops to Almería to fight the Muslim forces. They were supported by a fleet of 200 Genoese ships. This is quite difficult. Genoese ships. Genoese ships. Genoese from Genoa, Italy. They were supported by a fleet of 200 Genoese ships, which anchored in the bay for several months before assaulting the city. This notable history episode gave the beach its name, La Playa de los Genoveses. It's an impressive virgin beach regarded as one of the best in the country. By the way, this is the continuation of my trip to Almería, so if you haven't seen the first part, you can watch it later. I promise you won't get lost. So get ready and let's hit the road again. Almería has been a destination for motorcycle riding that I've been keeping on my list for some time now. It's still a very wild, raw, and untamed area, and ever since I moved back from California, I've been yearning for a little desert escape.
The desert is on the other side of these mountains, and then there's a special surprise. That's where we're headed, to the desert, to the wonderful desert. The only desert in Europe, here in Spain, in Almería. Buenos días.
Moments like these that bring out the kid in me. I simply swapped a rusty bicycle for a motorcycle, but the adventurous spirit remains the same. But I also acknowledge that I was in a very special place. Riding inland, I approached a protected area of 280 square kilometers, a moon-like landscape with distinctive rock formations, dry riverbeds, and badlands. El Desierto de Tabernas, the only true desert in Europe. This scenery is quite unique, and it serves as an iconic setting for many Hollywood westerns and many other films. Actually, more than 300 films have been shot here. So if you're a film enthusiast, this is a great place to visit. I've always considered myself lucky. I was making my way through a unique, one-of-a-kind location. But who is fortunate enough to go to the desert and get rained on? Finding a parking spot right in front of the entrance is probably easier, and I can't remember the last time that happened.
This cloud, it's raining. Oh no, it's just this cloud. Are you kidding me?
Aside from that unexpected moment, it was a good, quiet walk. And I must admit, I had a strange feeling in the desert, as if someone was watching my every step. I didn't have time to venture deeper, but I felt the desert's grand energy. It was like a character of its own. I've always known the desert to be a mystical place, and that's what's so special about it.
think it's time to head back. It's almost 6 p.m. I really want to get to San Jose, open a beer, and drink it.
More than 600 kilometers to get to the coast, and not having stepped foot in water could be considered a sin, especially if your apartment was right by the sea. There was nothing wrong with the beach at San Jose, but I was looking for something wilder, so it was time to find the perfect place for a swim.
Okay, I'm gonna put my swimsuit and we're gonna go take a swim. We're going to La Playa de los Muertos, Beach of the Dead.
The Beach of the Dead. We've just learned that the coast of Almería wasn't always a paradise of crystal blue waters and deserted beaches. So why is this beach called La Playa de los Muertos? Why give this virgin gem such a sinister name?
I should probably tie my shoes, no? I think it would be the correct thing to do.
The journey there was not easy, and on my way down I was already dreading the climb back up. Luckily I was prepared and brought the perfect footwear for the occasion.
My honest review after 8 years of wearing these, the grip is just outstanding. Best trekking shoe ever. Totally recommend an Adidas Gazelle. If you like hiking and other mountain sports, would definitely buy another pair of these. Fantastic shoe. No one's in the water. Must be because I'm going into the water. I have to be the first one. It's happening.
It was the perfect place for my first swim of the year, but things got a little bit complicated. It was now clear to me why no one was in the water.
I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of dangerous. The water is really strong.
You're probably getting the idea of why this beach was given its name. We are situated in a location where different marine currents meet, which return to shore corpses of pirates and sailors who were shipwrecked. So yeah, it's a place where people would find dead bodies everywhere. So if your dog finds a big bone under a rock, it's probably a pirate's femur. Aside from that, today the place is family friendly. The current was quite strong, as you can see, but it's a place where things eventually get calmer. I must say the blue color of the sea was vibrant and enchanting. After risking my life in those dramatic waters, I rode back south to Playazo de Rodalquilar. Not just a beach, but a great beach. Otherwise it would just be Playa de Rodalquilar. In Spanish, if you add azo at the end, it emphasizes its size and greatness. It doesn't work with every word, so use it wisely. The beach is quite isolated, and on the way there you can see La Torre de los Alumbres, built in 1510 to protect the area from pirates, of course. El playazo de Rodalquilar is also protected by El Castillo, or Batería de San Pedro, built in 1764 by King Carlos III.
Hello, this is Vega, Alex's AI assistant. Alex wanted me to clear up a little mistake. It's not El Castillo de San Pedro, but El Castillo de San Ramon. He apologizes for this mishap, though now that I think about it, perhaps he should be apologizing to San Ramon instead. I'll write an apology email proposal and add it to his urgent tasks for the week. Now, let's get back to the adventure.
And if you're in the market for a new home with a bit of character, you might be interested to know that this fortress is currently for sale. Yes, you too can own a piece of history and no more pirate invasions. At least for now. So, perfect for those who like their homes with a charming view.
One of the most wonderful things about the Adidas Gazelle is also its stability. It's wonderful ankle support. This time I'm actually gonna tie my shoe though.
The day was coming to an end, but I had to make a quick stop at La Playa de Cabo de Gata. Although I have to admit that by the time I got there, my energy was completely drained. Your mind is bursting with energy, but your body begins to complain sometimes. One has to feel lucky to be able to do things like these. Every time I'm on the road, I can't help but reflect on the freedom of riding wherever I want to go. One has to chase that feeling even if it's just for a few days. And as much as I love my life in Madrid, it's important to leave it behind sometimes and go elsewhere. Almería was a discovery, but it's a place with so much more to explore and show. But we'll save that for another episode. See you later, Eggface.